everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's your host, Arlette, and we are here today with Brian and Valeisha. Welcome, y'all. How are we feeling today?
All right, all
Hey,
right.
good.
Good, good. It's good
Good.
to have you guys back. We did have
Right.
you both on episode 22 of Pop the Balloon or Find Love, where you guys ended up matching. He said yes. Now, is it going to be a yes for you for him?
Yes.
We got a match!
Thank you.
I'll take this mic and you guys can go on off. Go hand it to one of them. Hey, let's give it up for them! And so, obviously, during your episode, there were quite a few comments and things like that. And we got to know you guys just a little bit. But if you do want to, dive in and let us know just a little bit more about yourselves, Valeisha, let's go ahead and start with you.
Well, I will just start by saying I do real estate full time. I am bi-coastal between Arizona and the DMV area. Um, I don't know what else about me I should say.
How old are
I'm
you?
37.
Okay.
No little ones, no pets. I'm just a
Just you for
single,
now.
independent woman out here.
All right. And then Brian, if you want to, let us a little more about yourself.
As I said in the show, I'm 38. I'm in the network. I do a lot of IT. I also have my own business as far as home improvement. Um,
Okay.
I'm in the fitness, big into fitness. Also motivational speaker. I like to motivate. Also, I'm starting my own podcast in the process. It's called
Okay.
Word to Wise Podcast. So
Nice.
I'm building that. And just that pretty much it. I'm just an open minded individual and just willing to open with, different people that's trying to build as far as like podcasts, as far as like growing businesses
Hmm.
and stuff like that. So that's just pretty much it.
Okay. So, what made you guys want to apply to be on Pop the Balloon? Brian, we could start with you.
What made me want to apply,
Yeah.
honestly, I was looking for love.
Mm-hmm.
It was an opportunity that presented myself to. I actually was watching the show prior to being on the show.
Mm-hmm.
So I pretty much decided to get him the show. I said, well, let me just try this and see what happens. I was astonished that I got chosen to be on the show. But yeah, so that was my main reason to actually find love and see what happens.
Okay. Alicia, what about you?
Like Brian, I was watching the show, and one of my friends actually was telling me I should apply.
Mm-hmm.
And it was really because this year there was a lot of changes in my life, and I've always been the type to go from relationship to relationship. But like this
Mm-hmm.
year, I've been more doing the inner work and introspect on myself. And I was like, you know what? I'm ready to date. So I thought that would be a good way. And when I found out it was based in Arizona, where I'm from, I was like, let's see what happens.
Yeah. Well, I'm glad you guys both decided to come on the show. It was definitely a pleasure having you guys. And then, so just to kind of dive into the juicy topic at hand that everyone is obviously dying to hear, since you guys ended up matching when you were on Pop the Balloon or Find Love, have you guys gone on a date? Oh, silence. Why
Yeah,
are we hearing
yeah.
silence?
Hey, all I hear is crickets. But guess what?
I, I
Yes,
didn't
yes.
I didn't know who should start that. We did see each other after the show. So yes, we
Okay.
we could say that yeah, it was a date.
Okay, so you guys went on a date like right after the show, like after you matched kind of thing, or
No, no, I mean the group went afterwards. We all went out, but then the next day Brian and I met up.
oh, okay, that's good. Why do y'all kind of scared me? There was a little quiet. So what? Where'd you
Well,
guys
it was
go?
kind
What'd you guys
of
do?
it was kind of like well, Brian can probably tell you, but it was unexpected because I think he was supposed
Okay.
to catch a flight out, but he was here. So, Brian, you tell him. I don't want to be telling your
Yeah,
business.
yeah, yeah. Let's hear from
Oh,
Brian.
so what happened was, so we after we left the show, we ended up going to what was the name of that spot we went to?
No, I was just talking about you missing your flight, but go
Yeah,
ahead.
no, I'm getting in the intel, the deep of everything we did.
Yeah.
We went to the spot pretty
Uh,
much. What was it? You don't even know. So,
I don't know.
all right, but
Okay.
anyhow,
It was a sports bar. It was a Sunday. It was Sunday after.
everybody from the cast of the show, we hung out there at the spot.
Mm-hmm.
I end up unfortunately missing my flight. Had so much fun, end up getting caught up with time,
Hmm.
missed my flight, and end up having to stay the next day, the following day. So I hit her up and say, I'm gonna be here. I was a little mad about the situation that I ended up missing my flight. So I told her I'm gonna be here. Can you come hang out with me? Can you keep me
Hmm.
company? She was like, yeah, sure, why not? So I said, where can we go? And I guess we ended up going to like some little I can't recall, but I know it was like a bar or something. We ended up watching the football game and catching up and stuff like that. And
Hmm.
yeah, ended up leaving there. She ended up taking me to her mom's house. And I met her mom.
Oh,
Her mom was
wow.
pretty nice. I had
It wasn't like that. Don't oh wow
Oh,
nothing.
okay.
I told him, I asked him first. I was like, "Are you okay with this? I know it's weird. You don't know me, but my mom was like, come by the house, come by. You need to see your sister." And it was like, "Brian, are you
Oh,
okay?" Like that's kind of crazy to make him do
okay.
that.
well,
Okay.
I'm giving story by story by in
Yeah,
sequence of what happened, and that's how it
right.
happened. Yeah, yeah. She
She was
did
like,
invite me
"Oh
to her mom's house.
wow,
Yeah, yeah.
that happened."
So you went to the mom's
Right,
house.
right. Had some good old spaghetti. You
Oh,
know, with the garlic bread and the butter on it. But yeah, um, yeah. So that's how the first date went. I would say that was an official first date.
okay. All right.
Yeah.
Valeisha, how was it for you?
We went to a couple spots actually. The first place we went to, I picked out, but I didn't like it when we
Mm,
got inside. It was I just didn't like the vibes. And then he found a spot in Tempe that we went to, but it was the same. It was like a nice little sports bar. And then I took him to one of my favorite rooftops in Tempe, or I
okay.
suggested it. We rode together, and then we went to a rooftop, and then that's when I was like, "Hey, my mom is asking if I could stop by. Are you okay with that?" And we stopped by. But yeah, that's pretty much how the day went. And then I had parks, so he took me back, and that was it. It was kind of like unofficial date, but it was we spent time.
Yeah. I mean, it's a date. You guys got to, hang out, do some things together, all that stuff. Maybe obviously get to know each other a little bit more as well. So how was like, getting to know each other? Have you guys gone on any other dates after that point? I know you had to go back home, Brian. So have you guys been able to meet up after that?
It hasn't been good.
Uh-oh.
It didn't make it past Arizona.
Okay, why?
It didn't make it past Arizona. I mean, I just felt a disconnect,
Okay.
and it was a disconnect that I felt, and I can elaborate. Um,
So you felt
for
the
one,
disconnect from that day that you guys hung out, like that entire
no,
day?
the date went good. Everything went
Okay.
swell with the date. I enjoyed her energy, like everything went swell with the date. But I'm talking
Uh-huh.
about as far as the
Afterwards.
whole. There you go. Yes, the whole
Oh,
afterwards.
okay. Okay, so
Uh,
what you can
the
go ahead and
disconnect. It was
elaborate. Mm-hmm.
so basically the disconnect. I felt as though that she wasn't into me. I think the disconnect was more so her not being honest of what she wanted on the show. She didn't
Ooh.
present what she wanted on the show. She didn't say that she said that she told me honestly, she said that she don't like smokers. She
Mm-hmm.
never said that she don't like 420 weed smokers.
I
Okay,
Mm.
don't have a problem with 420
so
weed
when she
smokers.
found out, hold on, like when she found out that I smoked marijuana when we hung out, it was an issue. Oh, you didn't let me know that you do this. Why didn't you let me know? This. And I said you didn't state that on the show. How do I know that you didn't like? You didn't state that because guess what? It would have been way more pop balloons. You wouldn't have made it to the round you made it to.
Mm. Okay.
You get what I'm saying? Because guess what? Other guys would have popped on you.
I see. So, Felicia, I remember on the show, you definitely did say your deal breaker was cigarette smokers. So, did you mean to also say that as well? Like with the
No,
marijuana or?
I said what I meant.
Okay.
So I said cigarette smokers because that is the deal breaker.
Yeah.
Now, as far as what Brian's speaking on, I don't have a problem with people who smoke weed. I can't say that I never have. I can't.
Mm-hmm.
That's not my thing. We
Okay.
were spending probably what 2 hours together, and he smoked twice.
Oh,
And
okay.
then, of course, after smoking and you're going to come next to me and be up under me, then I don't really like that as much. I didn't
Mm.
necessarily say that I had a problem with it while we were on the date. But then when he had to smoke again, and the next day when he checked in and he was like, "So how do you think the date went?" I was just like, "We FaceTime."
Mm,
And I was like, just to be honest, I was like, it was kind of a turnoff that you felt the need to have to smoke twice. So do you have like, do you smoke daily? I didn't know. And he was like, I do, or whatever. And I was like, I didn't realize, yes, you're right. Maybe I should have said someone who smokes daily is a problem for me.
mm.
Cause, or actually, and we didn't even, he was like, at first, he was like, I won't smoke around you. So we didn't just stop talking there. But he did kind of like, rubbed me the wrong way when I said that that was a turnoff because he went like a little 0 to 60 on like you should have said that, and I was like, bring it down, hold on, like I probably should have said that, but I'm telling you now.
Hmm.
And I just felt like he just really took quick offense, and it was like I don't really know you yet. For me, it was a turnoff. Like stay
Well,
tuned.
well, I can attest to that. I'm aggressive. I'm an aggressive man, and I stand on what I mean, and I stand on what I mean. So at the end of the day, if you stand on what you mean, you should have been upfront with what it was. You shouldn't have. I shouldn't have to go through, all this to figure out. Oh, you didn't like weed smoke. I should have known this on the show. I should have known this.
Did you not?
And
Did you
and
miss what I said?
I hear what you said, but I'm
I
just
said
saying.
some.
Go ahead.
Stop saying that I have a problem with addictions. How about that? I should have said that, right?
Yes, you should have said that.
But the
So
thing
you're
is,
But it's not an
saying
addiction.
you're
It's not a.
assuming that
Go
he's
ahead.
addicted to weed.
I asked him if he was addicted to weed, and his response was, I smoke every day. So, are you
Okay.
addicted? I know that's not for me to say. I guess I should have. He just said, yeah, I should have said that. Okay. So, if that's the case, I said, I don't want to smell it. So, he said he won't smoke around me. And I said, okay, I agreed that. Let's try this again when I'm in Maryland.
Hmm.
So I wasn't saying exactly like I don't I wasn't cutting him short for that. It was a
Okay.
turn off after the conversation, after the communication that followed, and then he went online and said that he should have popped my balloon, and I was just like,
Where was
okay,
this?
Yeah, I should have
okay,
popped the
sir,
balloon. Yeah, I said it.
You said it
I
petty
where,
honestly
Brian?
said it. I said it
on
on
social
Instagram. I
media.
put it on, yeah. And she blocked me after that. Yeah, because that's how I felt. Like, honestly. Like I could have met the other woman that came after her I mean, I'm just saying. She's a great woman, but I'm just saying, like, I mean, this is who I am. Take me as I am. This is me. Like,
Mm.
you know, if you would have told me what you like, I would have said, okay, cool. Pow!
Brian,
Popped
we
you.
don't know each other yet. Let's be clear. Like, you can't just state all of everything that you want because that's the
You
purpose of getting to know
you're on a
someone.
dating show. Every other woman stated this that their preference that they don't like weed smokers. They was specific, very specific with what they meant.
I think
They
you have a
stand on
problem
what
with
they mean.
listening. I think you have a problem with listening because, like I said, you can smoke weed. I told you not to smoke when you're with me or like when you're like,
There's no. I understand what you're saying, but how can you say that's like a smart person? You can't tell a person how much they can smoke or do this and that. If you smoke weed. It doesn't matter how many times
okay,
I smoke.
you're right. You
If
see that
I can
reaction
smoke
right
five,
there?
6 J's if I want
You're
to.
good. I'm good. You're right. I'm wrong. You're
I
right.
smoke weed. I smoke weed. You can't
You
put
do.
no. And I did say that I was going not smoke around you. And then here's what happened after that. You the disconnect was off. No calls.
So
The
after that
texting. You stopped
conversation
texting.
where she said, where you guys had the discussion, you're like, okay, I won't smoke it around you. You're saying after that she stopped talking to you.
Well, she didn't stop. I just like I told you, I felt a disconnect. Like
Yeah.
I text her I text her one morning, like, hey, what's up? How you doing?
Hmm.
I might say good morning. And she texts back, good morning. So I said, how are you? I didn't get a text back for about 6 hours. And I'm like, what's going on? Like,
Okay.
You know
why I ain't
what?
getting sex for 6 hours?
So
And you
One, I
like,
Valeisha,
oh,
what
I
didn't.
was
happened?
asleep. I was asleep. What you say? Go ahead, explain this.
I told him my phone wasn't working. One.
Okay.
Okay.
It was at the time, Brian, and I
No,
told
that I'm
him.
talking about the first time. The first time. That's the second time. That's the second time when you said your phone was working when I text you. That's the second time. The
I don't
first
know what
time
he.
was the first time when I first texted you when I said good morning. Do you recall
Okay.
when I said good morning and then you said good morning back and I said, how are you doing? And you didn't text back for 6 hours and then you finally said, oh, I'm sorry, I was asleep. You don't remember that?
You know what, I don't, because guess what? I have bad memory. Let me tell you that now. Maybe that's a deal breaker for you. But let me tell you, I can't look at my phone because the receipts are on my phone. We're using our phones. But if I delayed in speaking to you, I delayed in speaking to you. Like, we don't go together. It was
Yeah,
probably
nah,
what I
see,
said,
that ain't gonna work with me.
and I got
I'm
back to
not
you. It
one of
wasn't
them.
ignoring you. I told you what was going on.
That
So
ain't
for
gonna work
him
with
to
me.
jump, he jumped to, like, we was together already. Like, I was already baby or somebody, and he was already like, I need this communication from you. And I was just like,
Correct. Every man needs it.
Brian, I said, when we get back to Maryland, we can connect. Like, it's literally been 2 days.
How can you connect when you got a disconnect and you feel
When
a
I
So,
see
disconnect?
you,
mm-hmm.
we're gonna try this again. That's the conversation we had. It wasn't like, let's give this, okay. I said I was going to be open after the whole weed conversation. I said, when I get back to Maryland, we can have a date. We could try this again. So why didn't you just give it that opportunity?
Because after that call, when I told you, you said your phone was broken, this and that, and I sent you a text message. I said, you're not really feeling me, are you? And you said no. You said honestly, not really. I can pull a text message. You said that.
And what did I
I
say
asked you
before
a
I said
question.
that?
You tell me.
I said, if you're so pressed to find out if I'm already feeling you, instead of wanting to give it some time to get to know you, if you just want to run off and tell them whether this worked or not, no, then go ahead. Tell him it didn't work. Because he was so pressed. He
Because you
kept
didn't
pressing
care.
to know. Why would you press someone to know, are you feeling me? Who asked that? Like, just let it
I need to know for my
flow.
own security. It's no letting nothing flow because I'm a man. At the end of the day, I need to know for my own security.
So
At the
you
end of the
wanted to
day,
know if she's feeling you so that you
yes.
can know what kind of energy to give back. Is that
Yes,
like
Arlette.
okay?
It,
Yes.
I can understand
That's
that.
it. That's it.
So, Valeisha, what led to you blocking him?
because I told him that I was open to having more communication with him when we came to Maryland. The fact
Mm-hmm.
that he couldn't even get 48 hours before asking me again if I'm feeling him, like, I get that you want to communicate with people, that's cool, but you did turn me off a little bit. But I'm willing to give this another opportunity, but don't press me. Like, don't press this when we're trying. Like I said, we can try a date when we get to Maryland. Why would you hit me up after we just had this conversation and ask if I'm feeling you? That
Because
doesn't make sense to me.
I
I
need
just
a
said
shot.
we're gonna see. When I get there, it's not like I wasn't answering my phone. I was still answering my phone. I was still texting you back. It's just when my phone actually broke, I think that's what set him off, because he was like, "You're horrible at communication." Once again, sir, you don't know me like that. So he
Now
went real.
let me tell you something. It don't take that much to know a person. All you to take a couple conversations. I dealt with a lot of women before. So don't tell me what I don't know. I don't know you particularly. I
You
don't,
don't.
but I know these certain traits and stuff that women do. You get what I'm saying? And I'm not categorizing you, but I've seen this before, and that's all it is. I need to know. I need assurance as a man to know if the woman that I'm gonna date or be with wants me. I need
Mm-hmm.
communication. I need an understanding.
So, is he blocked on everything like Instagram, phone number, all of that, or just Instagram?
Yeah, because, like, you again, I just felt like he went straight to Instagram to post that he should have popped my balloon when we just spoke. I thought we were gonna try and see each other, but then to go on Instagram and post something like that without telling me, again, it's not that deep. I don't know you, you don't know me. Blocked.
You're right.
Mm.
You're right.
What's the point? Like, you didn't even talk to me first. You don't need to. And I'm the one horrible at communication.
So, Brian, you posted that on your Instagram after you didn't hear back from her for like after a few hours.
Close to that, when I got the clarification that she wasn't into me, and she honestly, when I got the clarification
Mm-hmm.
of that, that's honestly when I decided to do it. You know,
Okay.
when I felt that disconnect.
So, did you guys communicate and tell each other, you know what? I don't think this is going to work anymore. Or it was
No.
just, she said what she said, you post on Instagram, boom, block. And that was it.
Well, like I
Yep.
said, honestly, it's not gonna work because, like I told you, I smoke weed, so I know it's not gonna work. I mean, what? She don't like that, and I'm not changing something that I do or something that I've been doing before I met her. She either accept what I do. She should have been upfront with what she wanted, you know,
Mm-hmm.
and that's just it.
Okay.
I was a lot of things that happened that I was, not necessarily okay with, but I wasn't trying to be picky. The reason why I'm on the show is to explore different opportunities of love and what love looks like and what it could have looked like. So I was just telling him I was open to seeing, because maybe I am a little too much sometimes. I'm a princess, I'll give you that. But when it comes to the weed, it was just he was already trying to be all up under me. Like, so if you're gonna smell like weed and be up under me, and I'm in real estate, I'm a professional, so yeah, I can't be smelling like weed when I go meet my clients. Not to say that's the case, but yeah, that would be a problem if it has to be that often for you because it's twice in one setting or one. That is a problem. But I was trying to be open. I was trying to be open minded and see if maybe I'm the one who needs to be like more open. I don't know.
Okay.
More honest.
Oh man.
It's not
Okay.
dishonesty, Brian. I don't see if again. I known you for 48 hours before I told you I didn't like it. At least you know now. Like,
I should have known that on Pop the Balloon.
oh my God! And I should have known you had just went through a breakup in July. Like, stop. You don't know everything that quick. So everybody's supposed to just put it all out there right on the front street to know. No, it moves so quick. That's the like if anything, I would should have popped y'all balloons because y'all all came casual and I came all dressed up and I was like looking at y'all like, oh, are we going to two different places? Like, did
Okay,
BM
okay.
did BM tell them different things? So I was really trying to be open minded.
No, everyone stole the same thing, dress to impress, first date attire. So, oh man, okay, yeah, I can see that this was not going to head anywhere after the conversation that you guys had. But, to go ahead and just kind of like wrap everything up, any upcoming projects that we can be looking out from either one of you? Let's start with Brian.
Um, well, like I said, I'm still doing my podcast. I'm still doing my motivational speaking.
Mm-hmm.
I'm still doing my everyday exercise and personal fitness, and also I'm still doing my business. So that's just
Okay.
pretty much it. Actually I want to come back on Pop the Balloon. I'm
Oh,
single. I'm open. I'm
okay.
open. I'm in the field now. So yeah,
And now any
I'm a
any
single
any
man.
possible future matches, they know Brian is a weed smoker.
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, yeah, yeah. And guess what? And any woman that come on there, be honest. Tell me if I let ask you guys some of your dislikes of the man, and be honest. Just be honest, okay? And we don't gotta go through this because I wasted my time. Thank you. I had
Oh,
fun though. I had fun.
well, maybe you'll find your match after this now.
I had fun.
It's possible.
But Valeisha,
No.
you are so sweet. I enjoyed your presence. I enjoyed meeting you. You know, and I mean, I'm not saying this like I said we could talk in the future, but I just told you what I do and what I indulge in, and you know what's up.
I
Okay.
mean, even though I blocked you, it's cool. There's no, I just, as a dating potential, obviously, we're clear that would never be. But
Never
Correct.
work.
as a cool person too, thank you. You too.
And now, Felicia, any upcoming projects on your end?
I mean, I can't say that I have anything to announce as far as projects. I do real estate coast to coast. So if you guys need me, I'm still
Nice.
doing that. I will say I am still single.
Hmm.
I won't necessarily say I want to come back to the show, but through all that I've been doing in the introspect, I realized that what I am looking for in a man, and you guys' show has kind of helped me to even evaluate that more and being more truthful, as
Hmm.
Brian says, and being truthful with myself, though, I have to admit that my heart is still with someone else.
Oh,
Um,
Hmm.
so I feel like even though I thought I was ready to date, I feel like yeah, I rather send a public apology right now to Micah Murray, who was someone who now I realize I dropped the ball and
oh,
fumbled because that was someone who I think genuinely is looking back. I messed that up. I dropped the ball, fumbled that person who I think now through everything I've learned about myself, through everything that I'm looking for, they fit, and yeah, I messed that up.
okay. And this is your ex?
This is an ex, yeah.
Oh,
And
wow.
I
Hmm.
don't think they would talk to me again because they probably would feel like a fool. Just because,
Hmm.
ego, pride, whatever friends, family may say. But I think just taking accountability for myself,
Mm-hmm.
I was the one that mishandled the
Mm.
situation. As Brian said, I could have been more communicative when it comes to certain things. So
Okay.
maybe he's right. I could work on that.
Okay.
And but I want to just send my public apology. He'll probably never watch this show, and I don't know
You
what could
never
ever come
know.
of
You
that.
never
And
know.
maybe nothing ever will, but I'm gonna just go ahead and say this because if his friends, family, somebody is watching, I publicly apologize because I see the errors in my and flaws in my ways,
Okay.
and I genuinely hurt that person who I want to apologize to.
So coming on the show kind of made you realize, like, ooh, maybe I wasn't ready to put myself out there to date.
I think I'm ready to date. I'm just saying that I realize the things that I'm looking for. And if you, I'm looking back at myself on this show and I'm saying, I want this multidimensional man. I want somebody who's going to be a leader. I'm looking at all these things and I realize I had that.
Mm.
Um,
Hmm.
and I'm humbly saying, because I'm sure a lot of women won't admit it, I dropped the ball and I was not in a place, a whole place like I am
Mm-hmm.
now, the same person to actually admit that then.
Yeah.
And so it may not ever happen with that person, but whoever gets me next will get more of a whole woman instead of the broken person that I was when I dated him.
Okay. Oh, well, that's good to hear. The self reflection and the accountability that you're taking now. So, like we said, hopefully this message gets to him
Hmm.
and we see what comes of it,
Look at
you know?
Brian.
Ryan,
Yeah,
Ryan, why are
Yes,
you
yeah,
Brian.
doing
that's
this,
too
Ryan? What's
much.
going on?
It's not about you, buddy.
Yeah, but I know it ain't about me, but damn, that's why I
Thank you for
say,
helping me appreciate what I'm looking for.
Mm.
huh, all right.
Right.
Don't
Oh
don't
my
put me in it.
God.
I'm not in the equation. This between you
You're
and
right.
this. I'm not in the equation.
Okay.
But I mean, I wish the best of you. I hope he listening.
Yeah.
Hope you can get him back. But hey, good luck to you.
Yeah,
Thank
honestly,
you.
good luck to both of you guys, and thank you both for coming on today. And I wish you, like I said, I wish you both the best in your business, in your love life. Brian, maybe we'll see you again. Who
Yeah,
knows?
I hope so. Yeah,
He
yeah.
wants to be
Be on the
seen. He
lookout.
will be back.
Be on the lookout. Nah, I want love. I'm gonna find somebody. How about that?
You will.
Yeah.
Oh my
You will.
God. All right, guys, thank
All
you for
right.
coming on, and
All
everyone at
right.
home, thank you for tuning in. We'll catch you all next time.
Peace.
Bye.